one ring to rule them all. This is the One Ring. You must take it to Mordor and cast it into the fires from whence it came. Throw it to the chasm of Mount Doom. This is your task. This is your quest. Destroy it.
Hello again, stranger. Welcome back. Okay, so we have this Lord of the Rings series coming at you from Amazon Prime, announced in 2017. What do we know so far? Okay, Thursday, 14th March 2019, Amazon Prime's TV streaming service posted via their official Twitter account for the upcoming series, "One ring to rule them all, one ring to find them, one ring to bring them all and in the darkness bind them. In the land of Mordor, where the shadows lie." Okay, so what does it mean? What are we getting at? It's very cryptic. They got a map. That's nice. What do we know? We're learning more. New information is coming out all the time. A lot of vagaries, a lot of speculation. This arrives on the back of many cryptic messages posted by the service on Twitter since the account's creation in November of 2018. And as of February of 2019, they've been releasing lines and pieces of the infamous One Ring to Rule poem featured in Lord of the Rings, penned by Tolkien, later cinematically narrated by Cate Blanchett. The service has also offered an interactive Middle-earth map via the official LOTR TV website, inspired by Tolkien's own quote. Oh gosh, I wish I had a pipe. You can't quote Tolkien without a pipe. Got an idea. Quoted Tolkien, "I wisely started with a map." Well, here's to many more wise decisions from Prime, eh? If they're not careful in how they handle this work, it may buckle. It's the Bible, practically, literally to some, innit? According to Radio Times, November 2017, that's when Amazon Studios acquired the rights to produce at least 5 seasons of the TV series set in Middle-earth. Tolkien's really lifelong project world that encompasses The Hobbit, Lord of the Rings, The Silmarillion, just to name the more famous bits. Considering the immense volume of material Tolkien produced during and to some extent after his lifetime, there are quite easily dozens of tales to be told. So what are we being told? What story are they doing? Pre-production is in high gear. The wheels are in motion. Speculation, it is not allegedly, at least the initial series, to adapt or redo the Lord of the Rings movie series, which is nice, thank God. I would hate to see the same story told again. Knock on wood that they continue with that speculation, follow through, and don't give us the same rehashed, rebooted story that we all already know and love and don't need again. It is allegedly set 3,441 years before the events of the Fellowship of the Ring, or at least during the period of time 41 years before, during Middle-earth's Second Age, aka the Age of Numenor, when kings of noble blood ruled the world of men from an island kingdom not too unlike our own Atlantis mythos. It also seems, initially, as it is set during the Second Age, that none of the main characters from the original trilogy will make an initial appearance, as most of them aren't around, apart from Gandalf or Galadriel. But it also might mean that we'll get characters from the book omitted from the cinematic series, such as Tom Bombadil or Glorfindel. A lot of diehard fans were sad to see these stories cut from the films, and maybe now we get the chance to finally see them in the flesh. Leave a comment below if you want to see Tom Bombadil. I know I do. That would be great. That would be kosher. According to the Den of Geek, the show's writing team may decide to, and I quote, "chronicle the downfall of the fabled civilization of man that Aragorn's bloodline was descended from." And this has fueled rumors the character of Aragorn will play a part in the series. Maybe like in flashbacks, or rather flash forward, and perhaps vicariously through his ancestors, Aragorn will be involved somehow, maybe just mentioned or something. I don't know, they might Tarantino it and start from the end and go back to the beginning and end up somewhere in the middle. We'll see. There's still no news regarding any casting decisions. Nobody's been cast yet, though speculation abounds. We don't know if Prime plans to completely recast the roles with new actors or possibly build on previous foundations with some familiar faces. That might be good, though some of the previous actors have provided mixed reactions. John Rhys Davies, who famously played Gimli as well as voicing Treebeard in the first trilogy, has shut down any talk of revisiting either character and has voiced serious doubt to the integrity and quality of the TV series. But from what I'm told, they're literally putting more than $1 billion in this project, and with the right creative efforts, it might be pretty good, and he might kick himself in the teeth for that. However, Ian McKellen, who played Gandalf in all 6 of Peter Jackson's films, has expressed interest to some extent. During an interview on Graham Norton's BBC radio talk show in December 2017, Norton asked whether McKellen would be okay with seeing another actor playing Gandalf, to which he responded,
"What do you mean, another Gandalf? I haven't said yes because I haven't been asked. Are you suggesting someone else is going to play it?"
When suggested he might be too old for the part, McKellen replied,
"Gandalf is over 7,000 years old. I am not too old."
We also know, thanks to a report from The Hollywood Reporter, that crossover with the films is possible. It is in the contract as part of the $250 million deal to acquire the rights. And Peter Jackson even has an open invite to play a role in the production. What role? I don't know. Writer, director, they probably let him do whatever he wants. Personally, I think it would be cool if we saw some of the previous actors return, albeit in different roles. I mean, how cool would it be to see Sean Astin as a dwarf, or Elijah Wood as an elf, or perhaps Andy Serkis as a Númenórean king? That would be cool, wouldn't it? I mean, it would be different, yet familiar, experimental, and yet tried and true. Leave a comment below as to what you think of that idea, or with any other new ideas you'd like to see in the upcoming series. Still no news on any release date yet, though considering where they are in pre-production and considering the scale required for the project, I wouldn't expect to see anything released before 2021. In fact, if we do see something released around 2020, I would be highly dubious of the integrity or quality of the work. Let's not forget, it took Peter Jackson and company some 10 years from pre-production to the release cinematically of Return of the King to get things right. And let's not also forget that a hurried production practically effectively ruined the Hobbit trilogy. Soon I'll have up some more Peter Jackson and Tolkien vids on top of our regular scheduled material. I should also have an update within the next few weeks, or as soon as news is released of any juice, any detail. Be sure to subscribe, hit the bell, etc. You know the drill. It's old school. This is YouTube, innit? If you want to stay on top of the topic. I've been Johnny. This has been Mortar and Ivy. You're always welcome in my neck of Mirkwood.